Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's segment of OWA Live. Happy Bowtie Tuesday. Today, we thought it would be a good idea to go over the 2023 contribution limits. Those all changed a little bit with the Secure Act and with some of the laws that were passed. So we thought it might be a good idea to go over those so that you know what you can contribute to 2023. So let's start out with ERISA sponsored plans. This is your 401k, your 403b. This also includes 401as, 457s, TSPs, anything that's like employer sponsored that your employer gives you as an investment option or retirement option. That falls under this category. So currently the limits are sitting at, for 2023, the limits are at $22,500 for individuals that are under the age of 50. If you are over the age of 50, you get an extra $7,500 worth of contribution catch-up, which totals out to around $30,000 that you can contribute in 2023. That's usually done through payroll deductions, so you can choose some withholding out of your salary to max that out. If you're interested in making that max contribution, then just do the calculation and figure out what percentage that needs to be. There's an interesting rule here that some of you may have heard of. I think Rich in a previous video talked about some of the adjustments that they made. If you are age 60 to 63 starting in 2024, you can do an additional $10,000 catch-up contribution, which is kind of weird. Only those 3 years are eligible. If you hear someone talking about this, just realize this doesn't take effect until next year anyway. So don't worry about this. We're talking only about 2023. We're just going to put a red line right through that. The second type of account that we want to look at, these are IRS-sponsored plans. There are a couple of different types, so we're going to dive into these. You have IRAs and Roth accounts. Your IRA and Roth contributions for this year are $6,500 each. For like a married couple, each of you could contribute that $6,500. If you're under the age of 50, you can do another $1,000 catch-up if you're over the age of 50 for a total of $7,000. So kind of cool. If you are working and younger than age 50, your employer offers you a 401k and you have your own Roth account, you could be putting as much as $29,000 a year under the age of 50, $37,000 a year if you're over the age of 50. So kind of cool. Huge increases in those contribution limits. We also have simple IRAs. We have a few clients that are participating in their simple IRAs right now. Contribution allowance there is $15,500. You have another $3,500 worth of catch-up if you're over the age of 50 for a max contribution total of $19,000. You also have SEP IRAs. We're big fans of SEP IRAs here, some of the best plans that are out there. You can still do 25% of your income, but they've increased the max contribution up to $66,000 now. So huge contribution limits that you can make to those SEP IRAs. Just a couple other items of note. We have a lot of clients that like to gift to their children or to others. You can gift under 2023's gift tax exclusion law, $17,000 per individual. This one gets a little bit convoluted and messy, but ultimately you can contribute, or you can gift $17,000 to one child. A spouse can gift $17,000 to one child. You can gift to that child's spouse if they're married. Your spouse can gift to that spouse. But $17,000 is the limit right now. And they increased the gift tax exclusion amount. So this is like how much your estate has to be worth before you are subject to some nasty estate taxes. Right now that's sitting at $12.92 million per individual. So you as a spouse, you as an individual, your spouse as an individual, each have that 12.92 contribution allowance. I have a ways to go before I hit there. So, and I would guess most of you do too. But if you are north of 12.92, then we need to have a discussion to figure out what we can do to shelter some of those estate taxes that are due. Here are your limits. It's always good to start out the year, make a goal to hit as many of those limits as you can. If you have any questions, if you're self-employed and want to talk about a simple or a SEP IRA, we'd be more than happy to chat with you. Reach out to whichever one of our offices makes the most sense for you, and we'd be happy to set up a time that we can schedule. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully you can maximize these contribution allowances as much as possible. Until next time on OWA Live, we'll see you. Take care and be well.